Hi guys, and welcome to my video. In this video, I want to briefly go over the new material generator that is powered by AI, or artificial intelligence. This is currently in its beta stage and is available to Roblox developers like you and I. So in order to access this, you first need to go inside of Roblox Studio, you need to go to File and go to Beta Features. Then you will end up on a list of beta features. You find the one about the material generator, check the box and accept the terms, and you will have it implemented in your Roblox Studio. So in order to open the material generator, you come here to the Home tab and you select this material generator with the 2 stars next to the standard one. They have the same name, but this one has 2 stars, indicating that it is the generative AI function. Let's go ahead and click that and open it. So here I have 2 models that I want to change the textures of, and I can create or generate these textures with a text prompt up here. So let's start with this wall down here. So what I want is to generate a few options for a cracked wall. So then we hit generate. We'll wait a moment or two while the AI thinks and generates the images. As you can see, it's generating three, sorry, this time. Usually does 4. Sometimes I've seen it do like 7 or 8. So it really is kind of random. So let's go with this one. I like the details here. So let's go ahead and click this part and then click this and apply it. So you'll notice that this wall now has the new texture, and you can adjust the studs per tile. So this right here, this square, is a tile, and then the pattern repeats itself. So you can see this splotch right here is repeated 6 times because there's 6 tiles here. But if you go ahead and reduce the the tiles per stud, or studs per tile, sorry, then you'll notice that the pattern repeats itself and you see the splotch many different times. Let's go ahead and increase the studs per tile, and you'll notice that only 2 can fit on this wall. So it depends on what kind of texture you're looking for. For me, I'm looking for something like this. This is kind of like the consistency I'm looking for. And there's also this pattern. You can cause it to become organic. So what this does, instead of a repeating pattern where you see like a grid of the splotches, you see that. When you click organic, it's kind of randomized, blended together, and it begins to look, you see the splotches are random now. It's not a grid. It looks a little bit more organic or natural, whatever you want to call it. So now it's asking us to create a base material, so we can do something like smooth plastic. It's just the underlying material, which doesn't matter a whole lot, but in a way, the material that you use affects the physics, so consider that. Let's go ahead and save and apply the variant. Okay, so now there it is, and it's saved. So if I come to the properties of my part, you'll notice the material variant I have is the cracked wall material, and I can reuse this material for other things that I want. Keep in mind, we were given multiple options here, and you can utilize those if you want, or you can go ahead and discard them if you choose. You can hit the generate button as many times as you want, so you can have this ongoing list of AI generated textures that you can choose from and save if you so choose. So the next thing I want to work on here is this. It's a brachiosaurus, or it's one of those long necks, and I want to give it a dinosaur skin. So we come to the part here, and then we input what we want. So in this case, I want a blue dinosaur skin, and then we'll generate. So again, the AI uses its algorithms, its brains, its artistic capabilities, whatever you want to call it, and it produces for you options here to choose from. So here we have generated completely new, no one's ever seen these before, 4 skins. I want to work with this one. I like the color and I like the texture, so let's apply it. And you can see that the entire dinosaur has this unique texture that no one has ever seen before, and it has pretty high resolution. I am right up next to it, and it you can see it's high resolution, and that is very much appreciated. So again, we can select, we can change the studs per tile, so you can see how the skin becomes more fine as we reduce the studs per tile. You can see how the skin becomes more coarse as we increase it. So depending on what you're looking for, this is kind of right around here is what I want. And we can again make it organic so the pattern doesn't look like it repeats itself a million times like a grid. So it looks more organic and realistic. And there we go. It looks beautiful. Okay. What do I want the dinosaur to be made out of? Well, it's heavy, so why don't we make it out of something heavy like rock? Okay, that's the underlying material, so the physics will behave like a rock because this thing's heavy. Okay, so we'll save it. Okay, there it is. Give it a moment. And we have the blue dinosaur and the cracked wall. And they were both created with the generative AI, or the Roblox Generative AI. The material generator is what it's called. And I think it's an extremely useful tool for creating textures all around your world, whether it's NPCs, creatures, clothing, walls, trees, whatever it is you can add a texture to. You can generate something unique here. You can play with it. If you don't like the first few generations, go ahead and try again and again and again. I believe that the algorithm is learning as time passes, so expect to see more realistic, more accurate, higher quality textures being generated in the future. All right, I want to leave it at that. If you found this informative and you'd like more content like this, please subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the generative AI, and be sure to like it if you found this informative once again. Um, I hope you guys have a great and awesome day, and I hope you have fun using this brand new tool. I know it'll be very useful for the future of development. All right, have a nice day. Bye bye.